I'm back. Hi there, I'm Janine. This is Quest for You. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate your time. I'm always grateful that you're here, and I'm striving to make these few minutes some of the best of your day, because they inspire you and they make you think. And every time we think about how we can improve ourselves, we are already taking a first step towards it. We are opening the door. New ideas and thoughts are like fresh air. Today, after my morning cardio session in the gym, I stepped outside into 40 degrees of crisp Northern Californian air and walked for a few minutes. I was sweaty and hot, but the fresh air felt so good, coming out of that stuffy gym. I hope to be that fresh air for you every morning. That makes you feel motivated and inspired and maybe allows you to take a step that you would otherwise not take. Despite all the encouraging words we read on social media every day, I still believe that our thinking of what's possible is limited. I see it on my own when I meet people that do uncommon things. My brain immediately goes into judging mode. That can't be right. This won't work out. What are they thinking? This "it can't be done" thinking is common because we cannot imagine it in our brain. We cannot see it done, so we don't think others can get it done either. And science has the same dilemma. Until 1954, the conventional wisdom among runners was that it was humanly impossible to run a sub 4-minute mile. It was commonly believed by doctors, scientists, and researchers that the body would collapse in exhaustion. A medical student and former Olympian runner named Roger Bannister proved otherwise. With his medical knowledge, he devised his own training plan and innovated the mechanical aspects of running. And then, on May 6, 1954, he busted through the 4-mile barrier, clocking in at 3:59. This story reminds me very much of Alex Honnold's free climb of El Cap that I talked about last week. Others show us all the time what's possible. Yet when it comes to our own life, we are full of doubts. Just like we dismiss the brave undertakings of others as crazy, so do they when they see us. They think we are crazy. Podcasting? That doesn't generate any income. Why are you wasting your time? They keep distance because they cannot relate to our strange ideas and goals. Mountain climbing? Why are you doing that? Isn't that dangerous? They probably even talk about us negatively behind our back. I know I have friends that do that. Here is my encouragement for you and your crazy ideas. Don't decide what's possible by the reactions of others. Show the world what's possible. Don't confine your aspirations to what has been done before. Just work harder, think more, and experiment with ways to break through the barriers set by others. Just because they couldn't think of a way doesn't mean that there isn't one. Don't call your idea crazy or impossible. That's based exactly on what? Use your intuition. Listen to yourself. Take a step forward and see how it feels. If the ground is shaky, go back and try something else. If it's firm and supportive, then keep going. You will know best what is possible. Just because others have proven that it's not, doesn't mean you can't. Here's the thing. Not one human being is alike. We are all special in our own unique ways. Athletes competing in the same sport, bringing similar results, are still completely different human beings. Was Roger Bannister more skilled than all the other runners before him? Was Alex Honnold the only free solo climber that could conquer El Cap? These two people did it. Why? Because they dedicated their time, their energy, and their mind to their task. They trained harder than others. They tried more times than others. They didn't follow conventional advice. They created their own path. And they believed it possible when others dismissed the idea. I read that the British press constantly criticized Bannister's lone wolf approach. And when you watch Free Solo, you'll find a similar story with Alex. Excellence often requires isolation and a detour from conventional ways. space and solitude is often required in order to achieve heroic acts. Do you know what happened after Bannister broke the 4-minute record? That's the best part about the story. Another runner beat Bannister's new record only 46 days later. And once the word spread of 2 people running a mile in under 4 minutes, people all over the world started doing it. I don't think it will take long until another free soloer climbs the same route as Alex. Seeing that someone else can do it is often the biggest hurdle we need to overcome. And thanks to the internet and social media, we can see every day what's possible. I've shared with you before that I use my Instagram mostly for inspiration with my fitness goals and now also with climbing. I want to spend the limited time I have watching how others have become successful at my goals instead of some nonsense that doesn't enrich my life. My hair lady told me yesterday that she was inspired by the Instagram account of an eye surgeon in Oakland. She followed that woman for a long time, and now that she needs eye surgery, she is going with her. What inspired you? If you listen to my episodes, what is it that speaks to you? What do you feel you want or need to do more of? My friends, as the new year rolls around, don't hold yourself back. Go for your dream. Set a big goal. Yes, it will require lots of work to reach it, but I'm here to help. On this podcast, I walk you through the obstacles and prepare you for the challenges that lie ahead with tools and strategies. A lot of those I have tried and that have worked for me. Set big goals and go after them. Even if you don't reach them, as long as you make progress, that is what matters. But please, don't ever give up on your dreams just because you don't think it's possible. If people are calling you crazy for following through on a supposedly unsolvable problem, then I think you are right on track. Because it's often the very thing that others snub at, doubt, or criticize that you need to pursue. Don't look for support. Look for what you want and go for it. Don't look for acknowledgement to get you started. Start, and as you make progress, your results will validate you. You define what is possible, nobody else. So go out and make stuff possible. Much love, my friends.